Alright, welcome back, you guys. Here we are. The glorious Bay Area, looking down at Palo Alto right there. That's where I work. Straight ahead there. That's University of Stanford right there. We're at the top of Highway 35 right here at another Vista Point. This one's been closed forever, so I don't know why it's been closed for so long, but nonetheless, we can still stop here for a little bit and hang out. Yeah, just a couple minutes away now from Alice's, so I thought I'd start the video from here so you guys can kind of see just some of the sights up here. This is no longer Highway 9, this is Highway 35, aka Skyline Boulevard. So yeah, the 9 comes to a 4-way stop, and that becomes a Saratoga Gap, where you can either go down into Saratoga, right, or you could turn left on the Skyline, and that's what I did. Was I turned left onto down to Skyline. Oh, look at this group of bikers. Got a big group coming up here. Go, buddy. Pretty cool. Good stuff on Spicy Adventures, always. Always good stuff on Spicy Adventures. Alright, here we are on to Highway 35, aka Skyline Boulevard. Right here is always kind of busy. There's a big hiking trail here and quarry that people like to go to, so slow down when you're right there on that Vista Point. It could be pedestrians trying to cross the road and stuff. Yeah, Highway 35 is it's very scenic, but you know, it's kind of bumpy. You can go pretty fast on this road too, but I don't advise it. There's a lot of deer on this road. I've seen a lot of carcasses already laid out, especially if it's early morning or late at night, like right before dawn. You'll see a lot of deer running around. I've had my share of close calls with animals out here. Lucky I haven't hit anything big yet. I've only hit the occasional like squirrel and quail. There's big old turkeys out here too that can really mess up your ride. I mean, these turkeys are huge. So if you're on the 35 and it's early morning, evening, especially summer and stuff, oh man, you better be careful. Especially when you get out to like the plains area. There's a lot of deer that like to cross the road in the plains because there's a nice grassy area where they like to feed. So yeah, my advice is to slow down around that area. And there's signs all up and down the 35 as well, pointing out animals, pointing out deer especially. Oh man, it's pretty cold up here. We'll see how cold it's going to be down at Woodside by Alice's. Yeah, but if you take Highway 35 all the way, it'll pretty much connect you it'll take you all the way down to like 92, and that's the one that'll connect you into Half Moon Bay. You can get right along Highway 1 from there as well and just kind of cruise on up the coastline, which is pretty nice. I haven't really gone up that way on my motorcycle. You know, I've driven the coastline quite often on my car. But the Coastline on my bike, the KTM has only been on there like once or twice, and my Aprilia has been on Highway 1 quite a few times, especially when I lived in Fresno and we were trying to beat the heat. You know, we would ride Highway 1, we'd ride out, taking the 41 out to Morro Bay, and then from Morro Bay we take the 1 pretty much all the way up to Carmel. Just always a gorgeous ride. Then from Carmel we usually take Carmel Valley Road all the way back into the Central Valley, going through that national forest. I can't remember the name of the national forest down there. It's been a while since I've been that way. But yeah, pretty epic ride. It'll take like all day. Not good to do it in the winter, you know, because you know you'll run out of sunlight. It gets pretty scary. So you know, I suggest long coastal runs during the spring and the summer. Much more enjoyable weather as well than in the winter. You know, the winter can be pretty scary at times. And just the cold, you know. The cold can really make you kind of freeze up on the bike. This is Windy Hill Gap, or Windy Hill Preserve. A lot of hikers and stuff right here too, so slow down. A lot of pedestrians. Here's where Kron Moto takes a lot of pictures. He'll kind of be hanging out over here. Look at that. That's just gorgeous. You can see the ocean back there when you on a super clear day. It hasn't rained in a while, so the sky's a little bit muggy from all the smog and pollution and stuff. But man, after the rain and everything gets matted down, it is absolutely beautiful. You can see for miles from up here. And now we start the descent down into Woodside. It gets really dark here. The redwood trees, you guys have heard me talk about the redwood trees before on my hiking videos. Yeah, they just eat up the sunlight. Yeah, they really eat it up. Keeps it nice and cool all the time. Like my cabin is like always cold. Even in the summer, like my cabin will still be like in the 60s and 70s. You know, I don't even have like AC in my cabin. Don't need it. Because in Boulder Creek, like, even though Palo Alto might hit like 100 degrees, Boulder Creek might hit 100 degrees too, but it's not for very long. Maybe for like an hour or two tops, and then it just drops back down to like the 90s and 80s, and it's bearable again. And again, with the redwood trees always providing shade to my cabin, like it never gets past 80 inside my cabin. So you know, even with no AC, I can just kind of chill out with the doors and windows open, and it starts to cool off pretty quickly. I don't even have a fan. I mean, I probably need to get a fan. Or maybe one of those like portable AC machines. What? I didn't say anything to Siri. You is tripping. That was weird. Anyway. We're making our way down here to Woodside. We're almost there. Got this traffic, they like to ride their brakes all the way down. Nobody knows how to use a lower gear. I get it, you're an automatic, but still, you'll drop it down D3 or something. Drop it down D3, you don't have to ride your brakes all the way down. But I get it, brakes are less expensive, I guess, to replace than a transmission, but still, you know, if you're if your brakes end up burnt out, you can't stop. We're gonna ride straight on through here. Doesn't look like there's a ton of people here today. You say it's kind of cold, so it's kind of late in the day, so I think people have kind of already gone home. Let's take a spin into the Skywood Trading Post. There's Allison's. It's still decently packed. And here we are into the Skywood Trading Post. There's not too many people here. It's pretty late. Oh, there's a fucking nice Lotus right there. Yeah, always good stuff here. I always like to park away from people. That's just me. You know, the introvert that I am. I don't really like to go out and stuff. Got a couple of Bimmers and an R7 getting ready to hit the road. That's a big boy.